Hey guys, what's up? Today, I have some absolutely massive and fantastic news for you. If you, like me, have been eagerly waiting for the next upgrade of Apple's most popular and budget-friendly device, the baseline iPad, then this is like hitting the jackpot. The latest leaks and supply chain rumors coming out of the tech world make it crystal clear. Apple is fully preparing to launch the new iPad 12th generation later this year, in 2026. And the biggest highlight: this budget iPad is finally getting Apple's highly powerful and cutting-edge A18 chip. In today's deeply detailed video, we are going to break down every single piece of information about the iPad 12th generation. We will talk about its expected release date, estimated pricing, and all the major internal hardware upgrades that Apple is packing into its best-selling tablet. So, make sure you don't skip a single second of this video, because the insights you're getting here won't be found anywhere else on the internet. Before we dive into all the juicy details of the upcoming model, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. It's important to understand exactly where Apple's baseline iPad series stands right now and look at the strategy the company has been following. If you remember, it was back in the final months of 2022 when Apple gave the baseline iPad a massive facelift, introducing what we know as the iPad 10th generation. That was a revolutionary moment because Apple finally said goodbye to the thick bezels and the ancient home button, replacing them with a modern, flat-edged design that looked almost identical to the premium iPad Air. This 10th gen model also brought a USB-C port for the very first time, making charging and data transfers incredibly convenient. Powered by the A14 Bionic chip at the time, it shattered sales records globally, becoming the go-to choice for students, casual users, and everyday content consumers. Then came 2024, which marked another massive turning point for this tablet's popularity. Apple made a brilliant and highly aggressive business move by slashed the price of the iPad 10th generation down to a stunning $349. This price drop changed the game completely. People who were initially hesitant due to their budget rushed to grab one. Getting a modern design, a beautiful large display, and USB-C at that price point was an irresistible deal. Following that success, in the early months of last year, 2025, Apple refreshed the lineup again with the iPad 11th generation. Now, externally, Apple didn't change a single thing. The chassis, the display, the cameras, and even the color options remained identical to the 10th general. However, the real magic happened under the hood. Apple swapped out the old A14 processor and dropped in the much more powerful A16 Bionic chip. This processor upgrade was significant because it dramatically boosted day-to-day performance, app loading speeds, and casual gaming capabilities. Alongside this, Apple did something wonderful. They kept the starting price exactly the same at $349. They also bumped up the RAM from 4 GB to 6 GB, making multitasking and background app management significantly smoother. Because of this incredible value for money, the 11th generation iPad remains Apple's top-selling and most popular tablet on the market today. But technology never stands still, and all eyes are now on its successor, the iPad 12th generation, which is heavily rumored to feature the standard A18 chip. Yes, you heard that absolutely right, a straight jump to the A18 processor. This means Apple is once again skipping 2 generations of chips in a single refresh cycle, exactly like they did when moving from the A14 straight to the A16. According to tech analysts and recent supply chain data, the A18 chip going into this budget iPad will be practically identical to the one found in the recently launched iPhone 16e. Looking at its architecture, it will feature a highly efficient 6-core CPU. This setup consists of 4 efficiency cores designed to handle light daily tasks like reading ebooks, browsing the web, or streaming videos while drawing minimal battery power. On the flip side, it packs 2 high-performance cores that will kick in with full force whenever you launch demanding apps or heavy games. To back all of this up graphically, it will include a robust 4-core GPU, ensuring a flawlessly smooth gaming experience for casual gamers. The most monumental benefit of this massive processor upgrade is that it unlocks a mandatory shift to 8 GB of RAM. If you follow the Apple ecosystem closely and understand how Apple Silicon operates, you know exactly why 8 GB of RAM is an absolute game changer right now. This 8 GB threshold is the magic key that will officially bring Apple Intelligence to the baseline iPad lineup. This means advanced AI features that were previously restricted to the incredibly expensive iPad Pro and iPad Air models will finally be accessible on a budget. When this new iPad receives the upcoming iPadOS 27 update, its hardware will be fully equipped to handle Apple's ecosystem of AI tools. Now, to keep expectations realistic, it is highly likely that this budget tier won't support heavy, fully localized on-device AI operations that demand extreme processing power. For instance, things like an entirely offline, advanced onboard Siri or complex on-device voice manipulation might be limited or stripped down. Instead, the iPad will likely route your more complex AI requests over the internet to Apple's highly secure private cloud compute servers, processing them externally and sending the results back instantly. Despite this hybrid approach, you will still get to enjoy the core suite of Apple Intelligence features such as writing tools, notification summaries, and smart replies finally brought to a baseline, entry-level iPad. Beyond the processor and RAM boost, however, you shouldn't expect any radical shifts in design, screen size, camera layouts, or base storage capacities. Apple typically sticks to a strict pattern with this specific lineup. They keep the external chassis identical for several years to keep manufacturing costs low, focusing purely on internal upgrades. So, while the iPad 12th generation will look identical to its predecessor from the outside, it is going to be an absolute powerhouse on the inside. Now, before we jump into the release dates and pricing, I want to take a quick moment to talk about the two massive channel giveaways we are running right now. Yes, we have two completely separate giveaways happening simultaneously to give as many of you as possible a chance to win big. Our first giveaway is exclusively dedicated to the people who choose to support the channel by becoming official channel members. We have set a massive milestone for our community, and the moment we hit 1,500 total channel members, I will be giving away a brand new, top-of-the-line iPhone 17 Pro Max to one lucky member. Think about it. Your odds of winning a flagship smartphone when competing against only 1,500 people are incredibly high. The chances here are phenomenal. This giveaway is open to any new member who joins our community. If you haven't signed up yet, you can click the join button right below this video to become a member instantly. Beyond entering the giveaway, being a member gives you access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early access to gadget renders and leaks before anyone else, and a direct line of communication with me. So, don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Join today and put yourself in the running for that iPhone 17 Pro Max. Our second, even larger giveaway is open to every single subscriber who supports our content. For this one, we are giving away an incredibly powerful, premium laptop, the 15-inch MacBook Air powered by the latest M4 chip. This isn't just a basic base model either, it's upgraded with a massive 24 GB of RAM and 512 GB of superfast SSD storage. This laptop can seamlessly handle everything from intensive college projects to heavy 4K video editing without breaking a sweat. I will be handing this MacBook Air over to one lucky subscriber completely free of charge the moment our channel crosses the 850,000 subscriber mark. Participating in this giveaway is incredibly simple. All you have to do is drop a comment down below telling me what specific piece of tech or gadget you are hoping to pick up or are most excited about in 2026. It could be a new iPhone, a new MacBook, or maybe something completely outside of the Apple ecosystem, like the highly anticipated Nintendo Switch 2 or a PS5 console. Whatever it is, just write it down in the comments. The only strict rule is that you must be actively subscribed to the channel, as this giveaway is strictly for our subscribers. I highly encourage you to share this video with your friends, family, and group chats. The faster we hit that 850,000 subscriber goal together, the sooner I can ship this beautiful MacBook Air out to one of you. The exact same logic applies to our members giveaway. The faster people join, the sooner that iPhone 17 Pro Max finds a new home. To be completely transparent with you all, the odds of winning between the two giveaways are quite different. While the MacBook Air giveaway carries roughly a 1 in 850,000 chance depending on total subscribers, the channel members giveaway sits at a much tighter 1 in 1,500 chance. Statistically speaking, Becoming a channel member gives you a massive advantage and vastly superior odds of taking home a prize. Keep that in mind and choose whatever option works best for you. As soon as we hit the 850,000 subscriber milestone, I will post a dedicated update video explaining the final steps, along with a secure Google form link to officially log your entry for the final draw. So, subscribe right now, tell your friends to subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss the livestream drawing announcement. On a more serious note, I need to address a crucial safety issue regarding scammers and spammers who plague our comment sections. Lately, fake accounts have been popping up using my exact profile picture and channel name. These impersonators reply to your comments or try to slide into your DMs on WhatsApp, Telegram, or Instagram, claiming you've won the giveaway and asking for shipping fees or personal details. Please listen to me carefully, completely ignore these people. I will never ask you for a single penny or request sensitive personal data over a random messaging app. If you see any suspicious accounts pretending to be me, please report them immediately so we can keep our tech community safe and clean. With that out of the way, let's get right back to the burning question you've all been waiting for. Sam, what is the official release date for the iPad 12th generation, and how much is it going to cost? Looking closely at current supply chain logistics and Apple's historical launch cycles, the new iPad is securely on track for an official launch around October or November of this year, 2026. This timeline means Apple will introduce this budget tablet shortly after their massive flagship iPhone event in September. September belongs entirely to premium hardware. Apple will want the world's undivided attention on the iPhone 18 series, including the iPhone 18 Pro and the new iPhone Ultra, alongside the next generation of Apple Watches. Because that event is so packed, Apple will avoid announcing a budget iPad there to prevent it from getting overshadowed. Instead, a month or two later, Apple will either hold a quiet secondary event or roll out a direct press release to launch the iPad 12th generation. This timing is strategically perfect for the retail market because it places the tablet on shelves right before the massive holiday shopping rush of Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas. Apple wants this device readily available so it sells like hotcakes during the holiday gifting season. This October-November window also aligns perfectly from a hardware perspective. By that time, Apple's ultra-powerful A20 Pro chip will already be out in the wild, powering flagships. Since Apple loves keeping their entry-level iPads exactly 2 generations behind their cutting-edge chips, deploying an A18 chip in a budget tablet while the A20 rules the premium tier fits Apple's product matrix flawlessly. Finally, let's talk about the most critical factor for most buyers, the price tag. Right now, if you head over to Apple's official website, the current iPad 11th generation sits at a very competitive entry point of $349 US for the base storage configuration. The ultimate suspense is whether Apple can maintain this incredibly consumer-friendly $349 price point for the 12th generation. A large faction of tech analysts believes Apple will do everything in its power to hold that price floor. After all, by late 2026, the A18 will be a highly optimized, mass-produced older chip architecture for Apple, and adding 8 GB of RAM doesn't add an astronomical manufacturing cost. Keeping it at $349 allows Apple to completely dominate the entry-level tablet market. However, there is a realistic counter-argument we have to consider. Not too long ago, Apple CEO Tim Cook made a public statement hinting that due to rising component costs globally, the company would inevitably have to raise prices on certain products across their portfolio. He noted that Apple has spent a long time trying to mitigate these rising supply chain costs internally to avoid hurting consumers' wallets, but they can no longer absorb those margins completely. If you want a deep dive into why Tim Cook stated this and why Apple is protecting its profit margins instead of absorbing the hit, I made a dedicated video breaking down the global tech economy on my channel a few days ago. Go check that out if you want to understand the full picture. Given that explicit warning from leadership, combined with the ongoing global shortages and skyrocketing prices of RAM and NAND flash storage, there is a very real possibility that Apple might introduce a minor price hike. Industry insiders estimate that if a price adjustment happens, the iPad 12th generation will likely launch at a starting price between $379 and $400. While a $30 to $50 increase can feel annoying for budget-conscious shoppers, even at a $400 price point, an iPad packed with an A18 chip and full Apple Intelligence support will absolutely demolish any Android tablet competitor in its price bracket. Alright guys, that wraps up the absolute latest and most accurate information we have regarding the upcoming iPad 12th generation and its powerful A18 chip change. This device is shaping up to be one of the most disruptive budget tablets Apple has released in years. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about these internal upgrades? Are you planning to pick one up on launch day, or are you looking at a different device entirely? Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to drop them in the comments section below. I love reading through your feedback and seeing what the community thinks. And remember to drop your tech wishlist comment to lock in your entry for our massive M4 MacBook Air giveaway. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, please make sure to smash that like button. Your support genuinely motivates me to keep hunting down the best tech coverage for you guys. If you want to stay completely up to date with the latest Apple news, honest reviews, and detailed comparisons, hit that subscribe button right now and don't forget to ring that bell notification icon so you never miss an upload. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and have an amazing week ahead with your families. I will see you all very soon in the next video. Until next time, guys, take care, goodbye, and bye-bye.